Hey everyone, and welcome back to Storytime. My name is Jake, and today we're going to be going over the subreddit r/ProRevenge, where people do some pretty creative things to get back at people. Steal my security deposit and ignore me for a year? Say goodbye to your staff and reputation. So this story initially began as a petty revenge tale, but the guy says that you don't have to read it, and he's going to give the background here. So, background. Around Thanksgiving 2017, my wife's company offered her a fantastic promotion, which she accepted even though it meant moving across the state by January 1st. The month of December was insanity. List and sell the house, find a short-term rental which would accept 4 pets, pack, move, etc. A lot of whiskey magically disappeared, but I got it all done and we moved into our rental house and all was well. We bought our new home and moved, and the rental lease officially ended on April the 1st. The property manager followed the state laws correctly so far, and we were told we'd get the $1,800 owed for our security deposit back by May. Spoiler alert, it never came back. I spent the next 4 months going back and forth with the property manager and hearing, "It's coming! We never got your paperwork!" Blah blah. I got sick of this and got 2 different lawyers involved and sent them official demand letters. I also filed a formal complaint with the State Division of Real Estate against their license. The property manager kept telling the state investigators that they would pay us back, but nothing ever happened. I didn't want to formally sue via our lawyer because he charges $300 an hour and it's all up front. I was hesitant to go to a small claims court because it's a $5,000 max in our state, and the damages we're legally owed are 3 times the $1,800 deposit, which puts us over the cap. So I'd have to give up on some of the damages we're legally entitled to seek, eat roughly $500 in fees, and then go through the whole process for the next year, and assuming we've won the judgment, then go through the collection process for another year or 2. An option, one we'd win, but a big pain in my back. So this is where the ProRevenge comes in. It was initially petty. Let's say their website is badpropertymanager.com. I bought badpropertymanager.co for $12 and posted all of my screenshots and info about their theft and BS for the world to see. And then I bombed it all over their business Facebook pages, as well as their personal pages for the main partners and their Yelp page. I got a kick out of it. They took their pages down. Petty revenge wins, right? My little website caused a bigger boom than I anticipated. Basically, this property manager has 2 principal agents in charge and a broker. One of the agents is married to the broker. Beneath them, they had 5 realtors. I sent my new website to them all, everywhere I could. Turns out the partner who isn't married to the broker had no idea that the broker and his wife were stealing money from the property manager's company. Their realtors had no idea either. 2 of them quit immediately, and one of them reached out to me to let me know why she quit, and she was going to go to a new broker. But the other principal of the company was mortified. She asked me to leave her name out of it, take the stuff down, etc. And I just politely but coldly replied that, hey, your business partners/broker stole my money, and I can back everything I'm saying with documents. Not my problem. She promised she'd get things resolved, and for the first time in 10 months, the broker started answering my emails. We worked out a deal, and now they're paying us $200 a month until December, which will cover the amount owed, plus the extra for our legal fees. The first check came last week. It actually bounced, but I made them send me a cashier's check, and they have to send cashier's check going forward, so we did get our first installment. I've also learned that the state investigators has been turned over to the state's legal department, and the broker and his wife will most likely lose their license. The state investigators said they've had multiple complaints against them, but I was the most thorough and had the most documentation against them. So our complaint was a big reason they had the ammo to push it to the legal team. So all told, my little website ended up costing them 40% of their real estate team, resulted in them removing the business Facebook listings, pushed the investigation into their license over to a state legal team, still ongoing, and resulted in them having to finally start paying us not only the $1,800 we're owed, but the legal fees I spent on top of it. Oh, and that bounce check? I made them send me a certified check for $12 to cover the bank fee for that too. How I got my revenge on a TV show. So to begin the story, I have to explain. I'm a college student in Portugal, so sorry if my English isn't 100%. I was born and raised in Azores, some little islands in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. In order to pursue college, I had to move to the mainland. For this, I had to rent an apartment. It's a good apartment, 3 rooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room and a kitchen. And it's in a quiet neighbourhood, so all good. This was until they started to do construction work in the apartment above. This construction work is made by a TV show called Querido Mudé a Casa, that literally translates to, Honey, I changed the house. It's quite famous here. They remodeled the entire house, replacing everything in it with new furniture, new floor, you get it. So they make a lot of noise. I'm not the party kind of guy, and I'm quite a calm and peaceful guy that likes to stay at home. Have some friends here, drink a bit, play some games, etc. And also, I do a lot of my college work at night in the apartment. I spend most of the day in class. So to explain this, Portugal has a law that you can make noise from 8 AM to 6 PM. Most of my classes start around 11 to 12 PM, which works great for me since I go to sleep around 4 AM due to all the work I have to do and little plus time for myself. They started drilling the floor at around 8 AM every single day. Me and my housemate were shocked by the amount of noise they were doing. We let it pass since they shouldn't take more than a week to replace the floor. I make that assumption because me and my dad did it once to our house back in the island. But no, that noise lasted for the entire time they were there. I got a bit upset since I couldn't sleep, but I also couldn't leave the college work undone. So I decided to try and talk with them. I went to the upstairs apartment and knocked. Then came this really fat and short guy looking at me like I wasn't even there, and the talk went like this. Hi, I'm from the apartment below. Hey, what do you want? I was gonna ask if you guys could start the drilling at around 10 AM. I'm a college student and do most of my work at night. Sometime I only get to sleep at morning. Is it possible? Nah, we have a job to do. You should go to sleep earlier if you want to sleep. He closes the door. I was angry, but remained calm. After all, it kinda is my fault if I go to bed at that time. Some time goes by and the noise continues. I get grumpier and grumpier. I call the customer service of the show. They say politely that there is nothing they can do about it since it's in their legal rights. I should talk with the guys in the apartment so we can come to a conclusion. Weeks go by. I'm wondering, that apartment is the same size as mine. How the heck are they taking so long? Until a glorious morning I wake up. Normal routine. I go to the bathroom to take a shower. When I turn on the light, what do I see? My bathroom full of clay. Everything completely dirty, rocks everywhere, and a hole right on top of the toilet. I'm furious. My housemate arrives home that morning. He is not a calm person in these situations. I tell him all about this. We both go to the upper apartment. I convinced him to let me talk. He agrees. I knock on the door. To my surprise, the same fat guy, but this time he was looking at me. You guys opened a hole in my bathroom. He interrupts. Yeah, we know. We already covered our part. Okay, but what about ours? Can't you guys fix it? I mean, you are men. Can't you fix the house? My friend is furious, but I calmly put my hand on him and keep talking. No way, you broke it. You're gonna fix it, otherwise we'll call the landlord and sue your show for this. Okay, we will fix it. No need to get all formal. We came back to the house. We could hear them making fun of us because of the hole. My friend is furious, but I'm calm because I already thought of a way to get back at them. A couple of days go by when they finally decided to fix the hole. 2 nice guys came down and fixed it. Said they were sorry and everything. We chatted, they were cool, but my revenge was already planned. Sorry dudes. Me and my friend both have JBL speakers, the good ones that you can really play loud. This is where it begins. Every day I started to go to bed early now, so I can be up at 8 AM. First, I take a shower and set up for college. Then I plug in both of my speakers to my laptop and search for Japanese prawn. You know, because Japanese girls scream like hell in a high-pitched voice. Leave the volume up in maximum and let it play in a loop until I get home, around 6 PM. Oh, my amusement was speechless. My housemate agreed with this since we both started to leave the apartment earlier, until one day we had a knock on our door. It was the fat guy. Hey, I don't know what you're doing, but it has to stop. We are recording today and we can't have those weird noises in the background. They recorded the episodes in the house so they could authenticate the sound in the house and everything. They could easily use a studio for the sound, but they are really cheap on saving money. Nah, since you guys are in the legal right to make noise from 8 AM to 6 PM, I am too, and I can make the noise I want in that period of time. That will really hurt the show, and you know that. People love this show. Probably your mother watches it and loves it. Maybe, but she knows how things are around here, so she doesn't really mind. I don't really mind, and the landlord doesn't mind. Can you fix it yourself? The fat guy goes mad, starts stomping the ground as he turns around and leaves. This continues. I see the camera crew arriving from my window. They enter the apartment, knock on my door. I didn't even answer. Just some loud, lewd noises all day. This goes for 3 days straight with the camera crew, but one day they never tried again. I think the episode was cancelled due to the noise. The funniest part is they make these constructions for free for people. The only revenue they gained is from the viewership of the episodes. It puts a smile on my face when I know that they just wasted a budget for nothing. Ah, sweet revenge. That must have been so satisfying to use the same words that he used, can't you just fix it yourself? Oh, that's just perfect. Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you did and you're not already a subscriber, please do consider hitting that subscribe button so that you never miss out on another video. If you want to see more Pro Revenge videos, then click the playlist down below. If you want to see some other videos, then click on screen right now. But thank you again, and I will see you tomorrow.